Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Abandoned World live stream in Minecraft, the Windows 10 / Bedrock Edition. In this, we play the world that I used to play on phone. It was the original world that we played on in the Minecraft Pocket Edition series, which is Mobile Failure. This one right here. But it got too big. The phones don't like it anymore. So now, then I got the current phone. It still didn't like it. And so now we play it on Windows 10. And Windows 10 doesn't really like it too much. So you might notice the render distance isn't exactly as far as most people have it. I had it set to the default of 40, but it will crash. So I have to keep it at 16 or 8, and I'd rather the 16. Anyway, as we were going around, we spent about 30 minutes taking this monorail right here. Well, it's a track. I like how fast everything just comes up. And we come to this point over here. This is where, at some point, I came here and went that way. I went to villages. Let's see. Oh, I don't have enough stuff. I need another piece of wool. Yeah, that's short enough. We could do that. And this is where my computer starts to sound like a jet engine. Wait a minute, I swear I'm hearing it from other sources here. No, it just sounds really weird for some reason. Yeah, the stereo separation sounds kind of odd. Oh, you know what I didn't do? As I didn't check my chest to see if I had anything of importance before we headed off. That would be a smart thing to do. And we know that me and doing smart things is not a thing, and... Oh, hi, Creeper. Why do I have a bad feeling that... Oh, we got a good sword. Well, sort of. We'll leave it here. We'll leave that here, too. Apparently there was a point I made another portal here. Wow, it just sounds... The spatial separation just sounds really weird on the Bedrock version of this game. Alright, let's see. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, we got a bed. I thought we had one of those lying around. Got a trident we could use. Only 8 arrows. We could probably use this compass. I think. And, well, we have another bed. One of these. We don't have a lot of food on us. It's kind of a bad thing. Sun. It's up there. Looking pretty sunny. I think at this point we can head off. Ding. Alright, heading off. We were before. at some point in time. Now the thing is, at any point that we did not alter anything, those chunks will remain as new and will probably turn into something completely 1.11-ish. As I noticed in the mobile failure world, I mean, I'm traveling 20,000 blocks. I'm traveling 20,000 blocks, and the world size is only about 160 megs. So at some point we came out this far. So if those laws are still true, anything we didn't alter that's 1.11-ish will appear where the chunks never have been altered in any way, shape, or form. So I'm positive out here somewhere. I know I did out here. Was exploring, found a bunch of villages, was working my way back home, and then got lost. I believe we have explored this one. Yeah, we don't need that. That's annoying. I believe we have looked at this one, but we're going to look anyway. It's weird how it still has that original water sound. Let's see if I left anything of importance I could possibly use here. No. No. El Nopo. And Solsar. Alright, so I didn't leave anything there I could have possibly used further along. You can see I have a waypointer over there. I don't have a saddle. So the horses that spawn in are of no use. Hey, yeah, we can move a little faster now. Well, I got the battery on the phone to die off a lot slower now, so that's a good thing. So I have to finally figure out how to get the stupid stream to work. So now everyone who is not using Google Chrome on Windows should be able to actually see, and well, they always could hear the stream, but can actually see it too, which for a video is kind of a thing people tend to like to have. Imagine that, people wanting to actually see the visual part of a video. I know sometimes people might be a little demanding and might actually want to see video portions of a video. I kinda am that way too. So we're getting close to bedtime. In fact, the sun's touching the horizon now, so with that being said, sleep the night. Yeah, one more. That pig's looking at us. We might have to... And we're not moving. Oh, now we're riding a chicken. You helped, you die. Alright, so around here nothing happened. Got caps lock on for no reason. Oh goody, it's gonna rain. I don't know if we're entering new territory or I just haven't been here for so long I've totally forgot what we got over here. I'm still kind of not figuring out what exactly causes you to be able to let go of swimming. Just mashing buttons and hoping that it goes from swimming to jumping onto land. So at some point we have yeah, should have jumped. I didn't. Oh, well, that was bad. So now there was a point that the stream suddenly just buffered, and now it's about 13 seconds behind what's actually happening. Doesn't matter. I mean, if it's still working, it's still showing something, it's all good. May not be ideal, but it's all good. Don't want to keep the bed in the hand while I'm swimming. Might get the bed wet. So maybe we'll go 2-3 hours in this. All the fun and joy and excitement you're about to have. Or is this not the direction I went? I don't know. It's literally been forever since I've been out this far. Right now, nothing's looking familiar, and I've jumped back on. Alright. I think I might have gone too far. Too far that away. It should be more that away. You know, it's so amazing is that this Windows 10 version runs 8,000 times smoother than the Java. It is well known that Java on a Windows 10 machine runs really, really slow. In fact, on my server, I only get on average about 80 frames a second, whereas my much slower graphics card on my previous gaming rig that decided blue screens of death is the only thing it wanted to do. Plus there were quite a few physical hardware issues with it. Yay, dolphins. It gets triple the frame rate that this much newer, much faster machine gets. But this Windows 10, it takes a lot to slow it down. And yeah, we definitely have gone too far because we got all this nice new fancy stuff. This new fancy stuff we shouldn't have. Yeah, I also had to remap keys because some of the keys I used in Java Edition don't work in the Windows 10. So some things definitely don't feel right. And speaking of things that aren't right, we are definitely too far out from where we were. So we're definitely not in the correct place. None of that should exist, and it does. So now we gotta go back and see where things suddenly... Oh, let me check stuff. Okay, we got plenty of coal. So far my experience with this laptop's been pretty much a pain in the ass. But then again, to be fair, the previous one was a bit of a pain in the ass too. Ultimately, I got it to do what I need it to. And we magically change things. I typically leave the torch in my hand because it takes up the least physical real estate on the screen. In other words, it hides the least. And we're randomly changing to a bed. And that's also another thing about laptop that I gotta get used to is the really overly wide trackpad, because it's really easy to have my palm resting on a section of it that will affect the abilities or inabilities of playing this game. Yeah, we've definitely gone too far this way. Because we shouldn't see any of this. Oh, hello there. Then we magically choose a trident. Funny how I attack and nothing happens. Oh boy, looks like it's getting dark. That's not good. We're also far away from land. Swimming as fast as we can. Getting to some form of land that we can put a bed down and sleep the night off. The computer's reminding me how much it does not. Gotta move the phone and the makeshift holder because it apparently is making the computer run a little on the hot side. There we go, that works. Yeah, it's not, yeah, the breathing, it's starting to breathe a lot less hard now. Jeez, how far out did I go? I just want to look over here. Yes, it's been so long. Alright, I haven't really been that way. That I could tell. The idea is I just want to get my stuff back that I've lost years ago. I was trying to find... I forgot what I was trying to find. And then... heading back home, I came across several villages. And as I was heading back home, I was making those giant waypoint towers, as you've seen. The ones that are made of cobble. They go up quite a bit in the air, and then there's a little hook that points in the direction of home. I fell off one of those, and there was some pretty valuable loot that I kind of don't have anymore. And I'm not sure if I've never found those villages again. I have no idea where they are. Not a solitary clue. I'm looking at the ocean. They don't look similar at all. Yeah, this computer's not a fan of the fact that I'm making it live stream and record. Because people in the land of YouTube are probably not going to see this because like I said before I hit the record button, it's a bit of a process for YouTube to live stream. I mean, you got to have the key similar to Twitch, then you got to set up a thumbnail that you want to use, and then you got to set up how you want it to record, whereas I already have the Twitch thing going, so why bother? Okay, we finally reached a point that we're turning. Must be near the dolphin again. We're starting to, we're not pointing exactly towards, we're not pointing in an exact cardinal direction. That's what I'm trying to say. As you can see in the clouds, most definitely, that we are heading out. The question is, where is the old world? Because I know all this new stuff. The non-gravel ocean bottoms definitely dictate the fact that that it didn't happen here. And I know for a fact that the region the village is in is altered, so it should be saved on in the file somewhere. Yeah, we'll go this way. I don't know why I decided to wait till the last minute. Alrighty, our friend the future tuna fish capture is about to, we're about to part ways. Like I said, if we had a saddle, then some of these animals would help. Who knows, we might even find something out here. Let's just look at inventory, see if we have anything we could... Alright, we got some raw moo patties. So... yeah, it's not really worth it. Just easier go. Oh, nice jump. And one more just so we'll have a little extra. Yeah, the trident wasn't worth it. 8 arrows. Boy, we can put up a fight with that. Question is, where are we? Where did we go astray? Trying to find old loot.
No.
Oh. Oh. Little cow's upset because he lost their mommy. Your mommy died for a good cause. Just like that one. And jump. Alright, I don't see any way markers, which makes me wonder if I'm still a little out of range here.
No.
Yeah, I'll leave them in there. Leave the skins in inventory till we need to clear it.
No.
I have the volume a bit too loud on the headphones here because it's the volume on the computer speakers is a bit, is okay, but in the headphones it's light, so I raise the volume. It seems to be a bit loud now. Can let that live. Yeah, we still have the new life, so we are still a bit too far out in the wrong direction. So we are heading back home. Might find something new anyway. In an attempt to find something old and lost. Alright, so somewhere in here it's time to lay down a bed. Simple enough, right there. And I got trapped. Would have been nice if I could have got away from the creeper, but that couldn't happen. So now the question is, where are we? I mean, ultimately, we'll hit spawn, but I want to know where we are in relation to trying to find the villages of old. Oh, I thought I saw a waypointer. That would have been a good clue, but it's not there. It's making me think it's a little more this way. Maybe, may not be. Alright, up. Randomly change to carrots. Whatever. Doesn't matter what. I got a wall that's blocking the path. I can climb. Nice view of nothing. Three of them literally together. Alright, what can we use now? Well, let's get rid of the rotten flesh. And that got us absolutely nowhere. And we're randomly changing stuff again. The touchpad is too wide.
Oh.
Ooh. That looks like a drop. That looks like a slightly less drop. It's so tempting to just drop in, but I don't think that's going to go very well. Oh, now we don't have too much of a choice. There we go. See if this plains has anything to show us. I don't know if this is something I've seen before or it's all new generation. I'm not sure. It's only like it's new. Possibly. And we have hit something new because we got a butchered up village over here. I think this might actually be old because I don't think they make villages. The villages don't look like this anymore. We might be onto something. Operative word is might. I think we're in older territory. Ooh, we made the jump. It's as if I were good at this game. And we got jump. There you go. Apparently a region ended here somewhere. Yeah. Seems this must be new generation, and this is where a village once stood. Alright, so it's not in here. Let's head down. But I guess it's actually still it might be newish. I didn't think the villages spawned with the old-fashioned buildings anymore. Apparently they must, because that was a new ocean. I mean, river, or stream, or brook. Adding new regions so I can just simply get around. Still trying to figure out where we are. I mean, apparently we are going to ultimately hit spawn. And let's see. It's getting a bit dark now. So where is it? And still kind of a newish waterways, indicating we still are off the mark. Take the river. Yeah, this is getting a little less than possible. Unless it turns, and it does, and ends pretty much right here. Yeah, we can get up now. We can get up now. Continue down this way. Going in quite the wrong direction, but it ultimately gets us to somewhere we can move, and it just seems to be going along with certain axis. And come on. Well, we've messed with this region, so let's just dig ways in and out of here. Yep, jump. Alright, this might start to look a little more like something we've seen before. Alright. It looks like we found a roof forest, which I don't remember existing. We don't need that. It's not a lot, but at least it's something. Alright, still don't know where we are. All I know is I'm sure I'll hit a dead spot where I can't move, and that's when we'll hear our hissin' boomy guys again. Alright, this is what I want to do, is I want to get on this side, not play with the compass. This doesn't even continue. Oh, that's not good. Okay, swim. Also, another problem with the integrated buttons is if you want to use both of them simultaneously, you can't. Who thought a gaming rig would integrate with a mouse, with a touchpad with integrated mouse buttons was such a smart idea? Obviously, I didn't think things through. But that was the choice that I had. So, either one with it or one with it. And needless to say, there are no mansions. Plenty of cows. Sun's starting to go down. Okay, that's a swamp over there, which will not do us any good. Love to see any sign of where I've been before. Let's see how much. Oh, that's all I have for moo patties.
No.
Again, horses not very useful when you don't have a saddle for them. Okay, that's definitely too big, so we could jump that. Yeah, we can jump. Worst case scenario, we die, we wind up back at spawn, which is pretty much where home base is anyway, so not exactly hurting if we do, but it still sucks. Because we have some halfway decent stuff on us. That turns into nothing. What we need right now is some stone, and we definitely have some over here. You saw it in the distance. There was a cliff face where we could easily get some. We're heading towards it right now. There we go. That's all we needed. Yeah, I could have just went over here. Would have seen that we made life a lot more difficult. There, so when we have the time, we can set down our smoker and take care of the food situation. Wow, we went completely off course. I mean, completely off course. And I know it's not going to be uploaded in a timely fashion. I mean, then probably several days of when I actually did this, but tomorrow is May 4th, 2019, and it's a big day because I plan on live streaming it. Is my attempt to qualify for the Putnam Street Lanes Candlepin Bowling Tournament known as the City Tournament. Now, I'm not sure if the owner of the place will use my YouTube videos as proof of average, which he did before. That actually allowed me to be put into the, what he calls the B division. Those are not in the professional and competitive league brackets, as I pretty much don't have a chance in hell. Now, if they decide I no longer am given that option and have to actually compete with the A's, so be it. I'm not going to be too upset with that, and that shouldn't be there because that is... Actually, let's move things along. Okay, I just want to get around. I want to try not to do much in the way of altering chunks. Because every time I do, it's a region that gets saved and it just bloats this world just that much more. Alright, we got a plane we can run down. Kind of a plateau, actually. Well, if I really actually haven't altered a ton of the regions that were in the area I'm looking for, and that's the 9 o'clock whistle, if you heard it, then it's really lost. I'm just chasing my own tail then. Oh. It's kind of a hint that I probably have been here. The skeletons. Alright, here we go. Okay, that just follows the ocean. I didn't take a good look at the ocean. And this just is a river. That's not helping us much here. Well, we're getting an adventure at least. You're actually getting to see stuff besides... Well, besides nothing. Like sitting in a cart and watching the world go by. We're literally exploring to the best of our abilities, which isn't saying a whole ton. New ice, packed ice over there. Alright, it's getting a little dark, so I'm gonna put that there, put that there. Express cook some food. I might keep the, might actually keep the leather if I can, because I could always make books with that. If I had a silk touch pickaxe, I could grab some ice blocks. I could probably do some ultra fast travel that way. So we're just gonna let it do its thing. We'll even point the bed in the direction we're traveling. So, I mean, the sun's not going to take too long to drop down and give us a day-night cycle that we can sleep through. Yeah, we'll have a decent chunk of that all cooked up when it's time to go. I'm still trying to find that point, but I just don't know where that is. We'll ultimately find it. Then we'll take the more westerly. There was a westerly spur that was part of the system as well that I just don't remember. All right. We're quite a ways out from spawn. About 10,000 plus blocks at the least. I just want to see something that shows me where I've been. Like I said, if so little's been altered that 1.11's pretty much written over everything. I mean, it won't overwrite everything, because I have left way markers where I've been, and those would still be intact as well as the region that they're incorporated within. This long river is sure helping. I'm just wishing it would lead to a sign of where things are, where we are. Have we been here? I am completely unsure. Every now and then I'm looking down at the phone to make sure that the stream is still going. Because like I said earlier, if you probably didn't hear it if you're watching this on YouTube because it was broadcasted on Twitch, is that this computer, I just don't win with technology, this computer doesn't seem to like to simulcast, multicast, mirrorcast, or duplicate or use an alternative monitor. So when you do, it gets lethargic and it tends to lose its ability to do upstreaming of any kind. Enderman. And swamp. Alright. Now we're down to the cooked chicken. Just see if we could find anything in these plains. Oh, I just love how smooth the Bedrock Edition is. We've got a 144 hertz refresh monitor, and it looks like it's using all 144 frames of it. And I'm lucky to get 70 or 80 out of the Java edition. Quite a world of difference. Now it looks like it turns into swamp. Yeah. So I have no idea what frame rate you're getting. It doesn't look very smooth on the phone. I have it set up for 60 frames a second, but I doubt you're getting that. Oh, we got one of the newfangled villages. Let's go check it out. And it looks like we got one down here too.
No.
It might even be the same village, actually. You guys don't have workstations, do you? That guy is a dummy. Alright, so this is definitely not a thing I've seen before. Well, we'll take that for now. Take those for now. Okay, not what I was actually wanting to do, but... Actually, it's well worth rating. This village is set up really strange. Well, they can always get more food. They have armorer. Well, right now we're not interested in trading stuff. We're interested in trying to get into buildings and see what you got here. Because we can use all the food we can get right now. Yeah, that up there, I don't think it's worth trying. Alright, so we found one of these newfangled villages. And a creeper.
No.
Alright, so let's continue on our adventure.
No.
Trying to find our way home, pretty much. Yeah, we can move. Alright. Cook her down. This. We'll get at least a couple of things out of it. Nice. We pass that village, it's not really all that important or anything special. Except we finally got to see a newfangled one with newfangled buildings. Wondering if the phone version just can't see 60 frames a second. So that's how it's being done. And YouTube, you'll definitely see it at 60. And off we go. Okay, we are now definitely, again, not exactly pointing in the cardinal direction. But that might be a good thing because it'll lead us. That just spawned right in. It'll point. We are going to ultimately cross a another path that we have taken, and almost fall into a hole, which we don't need to really do. Hoping to make it till at least 11. It's really going to be hard because I've been up since about 2:30 this morning because it's the time I have to get up to get to work for 4. So I've been up a while. Alright, now we'll switch over to Brett. Apples. We can always get more apples. Cut down trees. Trees beareth thy fruit. Okay, let's just non-village bearing terrain there. There will be a point at the least that we will see a trail of burnt forest, and we'll know that we have hit an area that we haven't been in. Still heading out. Because there's still a couple of possible ways we could go and hopefully find the stuff that we've lost. If not, we're really making this a fairly large file. Although if it's holding true to the new way that it works, which is it only saves regions which have been altered, it won't get too much bigger. Alright, get out. And we're in a swamp, which won't last very long. We'll wait till we're 6 drumsticks down on the food bar, and then we'll have 3 apples to fully replenish it. Over a ravine. We're almost there. Interesting little I don't quite get why it does that bobbing up and down. Alright. Down to 6. Which will fill out those 3. I hope I didn't hit end. I hope I didn't hit the end key, which is what I have selected for the stream. Well, I'm gonna find out soon. If you're seeing me run after eating a bunch of apples, which you are seeing, then I didn't do it. Which means stream's still going. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to make work. Alright, another new region popped in. And this is how I discovered we found another village. And something not so good next to it. Got lucky. Got stupid lucky. A guy didn't jump. This village is really screwy looking. That table will do something at some point. I think in the 1.15 version of Java, and I'm assuming it'll be 1.12 in this Windows 10/Bedrock/Pocket Edition version. Yeah, these villagers are doomed to die. Alright. Got another mud hut down there.
No! No!
Little huts like that we can definitely get into. Those, I don't know. How do we get up there? I mean, those things are interesting, but I don't think I'm ready to tackle one of those quite yet. What I'm going to do is pillar up. We don't need that in our immediate inventory. And we can scroll. One more. Alright, stone cutter in there, and just another hut in here. Oh. Makes a weird noise. Well, finding some interesting stuff, though. Whoa. Yeah, when the water's on the edge like that, it's not much to worry about. Okay, yep, you can get out of there now. You can actually move. Double tap. Okay, those buildings are useless. These things just go on and on and on, don't they? So I'm going to do is right now is pop this in here, put that and that in there. Wow. Plopping a bed down and just look at the other two buildings. See what's in them, if anything. Ooh. Oh, we're finding some stuff, that's for sure. And another pointless hut. Oh, well, we actually have another building right here. Oh, that's the farm. Never mind. And no, we don't want that. Inventory, let's see. Get rid of that. That, we don't need it. Yeah, I'm just interested in trying to find where I've been. It seems that I'm opening up new stuff instead. I can see all the bad guys are over there. Alright. It's not at the point of trying to save a village quite yet, especially one that's nearly impossible to save because of how everything is all staggered. And did I just find another one? See something that doesn't look very natural over there. Yep, found another one. I just wish I could find the ones that I had. Okay, so these little huts tend to be useless when it comes to stuff we could, borrow, and then we can move. Thought that was a little less than what it was. Yeah, those are just little huts. These are apparently little quote-unquote storefronts.
Huh?
Librarian. A church. Oh yeah, they can use brewing stands now. Alright, here's a building that should have something we can raid. There we go. Alright, so it hasn't been total loss. We found some new villages. Not exactly what we're going for here. Trying to find the old ones where I lost everything. Now what I want to do is make some more waypoints. Yeah, I don't know where the heck. Wow, it. I'm looking in the very upper left. That doesn't look natural. Could be just weird terrain generation where I'm just far enough things didn't appear correctly yet. We're gonna find out. And no. And no. Yeah, the ultra-wide touchpad has been messing with me, and I thought it didn't look natural because here's another village. Now I got a natural way in. Oh. Chests. I could use the food. Anything in there? No. Of course not. I like the new buildings though. Oh, this is a double. Ooh, emerald. We like emeralds. And, okay, move. Alright. Okay, I see. That's 2 buildings. Looks at you creepily through the doors. And no. Ooh, more emeralds. Plenty of potatoes, as I call them. Although, what's on the first floor? Okay, I have seen the first floor, and we're not moving. Campfire. These villages are not set up very well. Another emerald. Alright, this way. Still got some more buildings to explore. These things are just... That's a cartographer. We got one of those in our close by village, so not really needed. Alright. If I remember to come back this way, it might be of value. Alright, we've been there. We'll trade that for that. Our armor's getting a little cruddy, but we're still okay there. Oh, good. Yep. Up. And sleep. Sleep. I believe we discovered what we're going to discover. Off we go again. Looks like we probably didn't really need all that food that we made, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to have it. looks like that's the easiest way, or just turns into hills. Alright, I'm guessing that way will be a little easier. If we just slow it down a little bit. Alright. See if this takes us anywhere. I see another plane. And jump. And I'm trying to run. Can't because I'm empty. Alright. Okay, so that's just a lost cause right there. I wonder what those are. Still must be newish generation here. I can only imagine how much bigger this world's getting. I wonder if it's a full gig at this point. Rain! This may or may not be territory we've been at. Be interesting to find out. So we're gonna run through it, and nope. It is not something we've been through because we got another new village. Well, these things sprawl out, don't they? Remember, they used to not really be that big. Now they're like giant things. This thing sprawls. Alright, let's see what's in the clock tower here. If anything. Okay, how many more times do we need to click on that? Alright, down we go. Spinny, spinny, spinny. They have got a little more fancy with the architecture, which I do like. It just looks so much nicer. Oh yeah, been here. Yeah, you can't interact with that one because it's trapped in a ceiling, which is strange. Most of these are just bed buildings, pretty much. And there's something over here. Mini library. Alright, it wasn't much to see here. Alright, so we leave that village behind because didn't really see anything different there. Besides the architecture and another village. Seems like a dime a dozen now. May or may not be a bad thing. Remember, those wells are like 1 in 1,000 per odds per region, and there's one there, and there's one there. And rain again. So what we're going to do to finish up our collection here is I'm going to put the smoker down here, smoker down here, fill it up with what we have remaining. That'll free up a slot. And we can move now. I think we'll steal a bed from them. At least we will have a respawn point if we die. Not exactly what we're aiming for, but we should be getting close to completion. Oh, of course, as soon as I walk in, they shut the door in my face. Alright, this doesn't have anything. And this is just, as I call, a bed building. Yeah, we won't be starving anytime soon. I have a feeling a lot of the stuff that we had is gone and lost forever. There's absolutely no trail. I can't seem to find it. We're gonna have to build another minecart just to get back. Just to go back to the just to get back to the mesa, because we left that quite a while ago. Alright, let's see what we can find up here after we eat a bunch of potatoes. Nothing. Big, vast nothing. Not one to fall into. What has happened to the areas we were at before? It's making me wonder if I've completely steered way off course. Or that this is the course. It's just so little has been done to it, it's completely changed over. Looking at another village, I believe. From afar, it looks a bit less than natural. Too linear. Because there were a crap ton of regions that were never altered, so it's quite possible that we are on old territory, just this is what we see, because it hasn't been altered. I think the barrels would have stuff in them, but they don't. Yeah, you can move. Looks like a building that might have something in it. Or not. That sounds weird. Okay, we've already looked there. They don't store anything, that's for sure. Huh, the inside's still the original villager skin. I don't want to hurt the villager. They look a bit trapped. Because if we hit the villager, then these guys will get upset and we'll be dead. That's something we don't need. We don't need to be dead. There's got to be a point that we have proof we've been out here. Because I know we have. I know we've been out here. Alright, that turns mountainous. Start with very little food, now we got a crap ton. Alright, there's the bed. Not what I want. I just want to eat some food. Perfect amount. Now, on we go. You can get rid of that, because yep, turn. Still no signs. Still nothing pointing out where we've been. Still seeing the newfangled oceans. No burn trails or anything. How far out are we? I'm heading towards spawn. Alright, the angle's getting sharper, so we are definitely getting closer to spawn. There's got to be a point that we're going to see something we can recognize. This shows that we've been out. And like I said, it could be gone and lost forever. A lot of valuable loot that I lost that day. And it was done off camera. Alright. Time for some forest. Time for a forest run. Yeah, we can go. Ooh. Thought I'd take damage. Apparently it was just high enough. Or low enough. Bad news is we've discovered a jungle. Now we're practically at a 45-degree angle. Yeah, slight waste there, but not too bad. Yeah, we're now really starting to tilt close to a 45-degree angle, so we are getting fairly close to spawn. Bamboo, so we're still in new territory, or as I said many a times, it might be old territory that got overwritten due to lack of anything being changed from previous versions. Because on Java, once the world generates in, that's it. That's the world. There's not going to be anything changing. Once it appears, it's saved to a file. This version, if you don't alter a single thing, it won't save a thing. If you alter anything in a region, then that region is saved. That's why in the current Minecraft Pocket Edition series, that video we've gone many, many, many blocks from home. Traveled well over 20,000 to get to the woodland mansion that we've completely gutted and rebuilt. And yet the file size is just... The file size is just about 170 megs. Whereas I've done about equal here when it still actually saved everything that you've visited and is nearly a gig. Quite a difference. Ooh, suddenly we drop down. Yeah, we still have bamboo showing up in these jungles. Therefore, it is not old territory. The less we alter, like I said, the less we're adding to the file, and we got a jungle temple. And no. I saw you, jungle temple. There's not really anything in here, but we're going to light it. The problem will be down here. Definitely could use more arrows. Now I have the stuff to make a, that's useless. Stuff to make a, whatchamacallit, a crossbow. Now suppose if you go this, 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 it opens a hole in the floor. And it does. The middle one's useless, I've learned. And now you can't get out. So you might as well have just broken through to begin with. Ooh. Good thing the, let's see. You don't need the compass in hand, it's in the hotfire so we know where it is. Strangely, we have the floating leaves thing and an entirely floating section of tree. We'll have the sword in hand, as we don't know what we're going to meet up with. think it's starting to get dark again. And we can move, which is very hard to do in these jungles. And bed. And climb. I'm still not seeing anything that looks a lot like yeah, it's practically a 45-degree angle at this point. So we ought to be seeing old stuff soon. That was a good one. Yeah, I think we're pretty much at home. Because now we're actually more than 45 degrees, so we should be, as I said, pretty much back home. Home base. We'll see it at some point. Interesting to see what this is. You'll turn a little bit. Swim sideways, because that's a thing in Minecraft. See what we can find. See what we can see. Dolphins helping to propel us. Gotta be getting pretty close to home, because we're pointing in a straight cardinal direction, due south. Now we're southeast, and there's a pointer. It indicates that we're pretty much home. So we were indeed off course, because as you can see, it's pointing towards home, and that is definitely not the direction we came from. So for the next 45 minutes, we'll go out again. And up. Got our waypointers. Yeah, we got all this valuable stuff. We just need to put this away. And then we'll try again. And not going to spend too much more time doing it, because, like I said earlier, I've been up since about 2:30 in the morning. And there's the Enderman shelter, so we know we're pretty much home. So we were completely off course. We were over... Where the hell were we? We were nowhere near where we should have been. Alrighty. We got a ton of food. So we were way out that way, and then we came around here. About that, at that angle. So now I need to go that away. But right now I want to take care of some stuff. Take care of some stuff over here. Put away some of the loot that we have collected. We don't want to lose any of that. Bad if we do. That's full. Yeah. We got the loot chest down here. That's just randomness. Some of that. Some of that. Dirt we don't really need. Let's do another related stuff. Stone. So this is flammables. We definitely have some of that. We'll keep some of this on hand just because we can. And stone materials. Alrighty. Yeah, let's look at more stuff here. Alright, the valuables chest again. Yeah, we'll put that there. I'll just shove this over here. And, here. The hooks, definitely. We don't want to lose those. Not by a mile. And definitely the food we're keeping. Shadow wood pile. It's raining. Well, I know how to shrink some of this down. We got 2 sections of wood, now we got 1. So that's compressed. Oh, you escape. You know what happens to escapees. Alright, so how are we doing with the weather here? See if we can get some seeds for the chickens here. And why we're randomly just choosing stuff. Just like I'm playing Java Edition. I think seeds were a massive thing. $29 went away. Pigs could use a little love, I'm sure. Let's Go take care of them. We're waiting for the day-night cycle, pretty much. Oh, wow, they ate that up. Actually, yeah, we can... Home sweet home. And bed. Okay, now to do what I said I was going to do. We're going to try again. This time we're going to follow the waypointers. I think something has happened out that way. Now, do we have a boat? We had a boat at some point. We found the boat. It's actually a little bit easier to steer than the Java edition. Just a little. Just sounds really strange though. And you can eat while riding a boat. Yeah, so this is apparently at the very end of a region because not very far away we got the new stuff there. So now we're just going to follow the opposing direction of the waypointer. We shouldn't see too much new stuff at this point. So I know there's a much closer mesa over that way. So I'm still trying to find something that I've lost many moons ago. There was a time I ran out of stone, so I just used dirt to make the pointer up there. So here we are. So somewhere over here, perhaps. Okay, I'm gonna go about another half hour. See, since this has already been generated and messed with, there's no harm or foul in messing with the world in that section. Yeah, I'm not sure where things might be if they exist. Yeah, so we're going to go about another half hour and call it good for at least now. Yeah, there's a waypointer set of waypointers over there, so... Alright, we see a big waypointer up there. So we're just going to take the roundabout way to go there, which was supposed to make life easier. Get to the older style villages. Which we have protected. Now I've built a waypointer out this way. We're just gonna go a little this way for now. It was way up there. How did I get up there? And that's not going to work. Well, like I said, we've messed with this region, so we're not exactly messing with anything here. Wait, I'm not messing with anything that's going to add to the file size. It can turn. Because we've been to that one already. We were in this type of biome, the savanna, where I dropped and died. This is where we gotta concentrate on. And a little stubby thing represented that there was another village down that way. We're not heading that way to go to it. We're just heading this way to reach an opening. There's somewhere, someplace, some valuable loot was lost, and the world mourned. Thanks to the new style villages, we got plenty of food to go with. But we still have the cooker, and we can still do that, and nothing's here. So hey, we at least found a bunch of new villages. That's pretty decent. What would be really decent is finding all that stuff we lost. I have a feeling that's not gonna happen. I have a feeling that ship has sailed a long time ago. We don't need to kill the cows quite yet. And swim. Alright, this is where there was a village to the side. And we can move the player now. Alright, so there's another old village that we found. I mean, here's another waypointer with stubs. One pointing towards that village that we just went by. One that's pointing to something else of interest. And then, of course, the big pointer, which is pointing towards home. Ooh, he's got tridents. Alright. Now we got dolphin help again, apparently. Yeah, I think if I remember, this just goes to a stone cold trail. What I'm saying is that the trail just goes stone cold. And those icebergs were not a thing. Again, that was a region that never was altered, so when new things came to be, they replaced what was there. Similar to all the stuff that's in the ocean on the right. That's a section that things never have been altered. So new stuff appears. And you see in the middle, it's a dead ocean. That's because there was something here. And we've been here. We've altered it. And because that area's never been altered, we now have some nice ice that we could use. Alright, so now we're in the snow. And now we are trying to find a way to not fall down and get hurt. Get slowed down here so that something like that doesn't happen. It's been a while since I've been out this far. Another waypointer. Yeah, I believe this is a trail that does go stone cold ultimately. No pun intended. There we go. We at least got a lot of adventure and looking around, see if we can find something that we've lost so long ago. Yeah, here's where things get stone cold. Then we had a path that was burnt in. And that's as far as I think we went. Well, the sun's not even close to down yet. No need for the torch. I mean the bed. Yeah, they're pretty close to each other. Torch, bed. Pretty similar things. I seriously cannot figure out where I saw villages in the savannah and lost stuff. Go. Well, we're getting to that point. There's a pointer. Maybe it didn't end where I thought it did. But I believe it does get stone cold at some point. In fact, polar bears weren't a thing the last time I was out here. Any moment now. Oh, you used to have to clear the snow away before you could put a bed down. Guess you don't have to now. And yeah, I can kind of barely remember this village. I believe it's dead. You can tell it's one of the older ones. Oh, sorry about that. We'll swim. It's not that long. There we go. Okay. That may or may not be a hint. Alright, let's go up and see what we got here. Did I lose it? I know I lose it. I lost it somewhere. Which is, where is somewhere? Alpacas were not a thing either. Alright, let's see if we can get up here. Oh, this'll work. Could have just gone slightly longer direction and we would have got here. I think I believe this is a new village that tried to spawn in an area that there were chunks that already existed and couldn't really spawn in. Yeah, because that's a new building. That's new style door. I mean, church. Yeah, there ain't anything here except some busted up buildings. Where were you when I needed you? Nonetheless, we got a sap. Regions were already created there. How are we facing? Alright, pretty much the direction we need to. Alright, this is where things get a little sketchy. There was a waypointer there. One right here. And move. I see the waypointers over there, but we just want to be sure that they're missing it. Yeah, we didn't get any of this. There's nothing there. I want to try and make it. Let's see. I'm going to try and make it a 3-hour video, just because we can. Well, first shot. Oh, that's funny. Horse can go sideways. Just looks strange, but it works. Alright, we've lost the trail slightly, and we fell in a ditch. But we got out. Ooh, this is not good. Almost. Alright, I believe we've also discovered this guy. Just look down the hole and see what we can see. Yeah, that's definitely lit up. We've been here. Okay, this is where things get interesting, because we got waypointer pointing towards something of interest. Oh, another one of these guys, which I believe I've also have gone through. Yep. So alright, see where this goes. I see Savannah. And another way marker. This goes on farther than I thought it did. Much farther than I thought it did. Yeah, we're almost done for the day. Alright. Okay. More shows up. Keep going. Maybe the dolphin will give us some dolphin power, which it has. Like how you can make me swim faster. So this doesn't seem as long and tedious and boring as it is. Thank you very much. May the tuna boat not get at you. Yeah, so at some point I've been trying to find something, and ultimately I did give up. Almost looks like sharks, didn't it? But there aren't any sharks in Minecraft as of May of 2019. Dolphins, but no sharks. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. When it becomes nighttime again, I believe we'll call it good. Then we can move. Okay, that's not the direction I want to go in. But this is. To a degree. Oh, we went a little too far there. It's a little cold here because it's hard to see, being that some of the trees are floating quite a bit, so they kind of look like they're full and there's not a path there. Then it has nearly gone completely dead. Nearly. Looks like it still keeps going. It's very faint. We're still a little warm in this section. Alright, we've made the 3-hour mark, and we can swim. Alright, it's pretty much time to wrap this up. Boy, this is just not want to end. Yeah, so I mean, it's mostly exploration and not really much yapping. We'll hop on over to the next little island where the way marker is. Sleep it and call it good. And we can get up. And any moment now. Okay, it hasn't touched the horizon yet. Now it has. And there we go. Fun and exciting, isn't it? Alright, so that'll be it for this live stream. Trying to find stuff that we've lost years ago. And that will be it. This will be uploaded to YouTube. For those of you watching on YouTube, like I said, this is a hit and run style show because of my work schedule. Who knows if I have the time to do it or not, or life in general. So, like I said, it's hit and run. Sometimes I'm just live streaming server stuff. Sometimes I'm live streaming this, or streaving. Either one. George F551 saying, hope you enjoyed, have a good one, and we'll continue the search next time. And that will be it.